the Universe, which I completely forgot to bring a copy of, but that's not what you're here for. You're here to see Mr. Stan Lee. So let me introduce him. You know him, you love him, you can't live without him. Stan Lee.
Hello, true believers. Now, I have a confession to make. Even though I look like a model of perfection to all of you, I don't hear as well as I used to. So I won't be able to hear whatever questions you ask. Assuming they ask any. They may just sit on their hands. They may do nothing.
I'll be standing.
But he's going to repeat the question to me. My only problem is he doesn't speak very clearly. I hope I understand what he says. But let the entertainment begin.
Well, before we have a breaking news, Matt. Oh, never mind. We don't have breaking news. The news broke. We what?
What?
Oh, okay. I think we have Stan.
There are things happening that I am not privy to.
I think we have a sneak preview of Stan's cameo in Amazing Spider-Man 2 that Max has.
Supposed to be a secret, but big
It's top secret. So you might want to wear sunglasses. The special effects might overwhelm you.
Come on, these people.
I know you don't, but hard to believe we didn't rehearse this. Yeah, okay, look close.
It's right there. Oh, great!
Max has broken about 20 confidentiality agreements.
Thank you. I appreciated that very much.
Okay, try this whole thing.
Dangerous weapons is what they are.
So, I'm going to ask Stan a few questions, then we'll open up the questions from the audience.
Why is it at every panel there have to be questions? Why can't I just sit and talk and say whatever I feel like? Okay, listen attentively and appreciatively, but if you want questions, okay.
Okay, well, my question is, we know all about the cameos and we'll get to them. But I said, oh, wait a second.
You don't know your name, you need a sign.
Why doesn't Stan have it? Why do I have it? This is silly.
Who has signs for names? That's silly. By the way, if you don't know this, Danny Fingerup used to be one of our top editors and writers years ago at Marvel. After that, he went legit. But he's got a good background on those things, and if ever I'm not here, you know, you can go to one of his panels too. He's pretty good.
Well, thank you. Oh my goodness.
Why is there no picture of us on the wall? No.
There's, I think people...
Is that us on that screen?
That's not, there's nothing...
Well, I want the screen moved. I want to see it.
Okay, everybody...
How do I look?
Everybody leave and come back, because we have to start everything all over again.
All right, here we go.
So I know
Let's get serious.
The Super Bowl. What the hell were you doing at the Super Bowl? Did everybody see Stan with Todd McFarlane at the Super Bowl? What was that about?
Well, there's this little company called Doritos, and they're one of the sponsors of the Super Bowl. So they had a big contest. All over the world, people could enter from any part of the world. And they were asked, everybody was asked to make up their own commercial, 30-second commercial, or maybe it was 60, I don't remember, for Doritos. The 5 winning commercials would be sent to the Super Bowl, and of the 5, 2 of them would be shown at the Super Bowl. And of those 2, 1 would be judged the winner, and the person who did it would get $1 million and a chance at a real movie. So they received hundreds of thousands of entries, and they boiled them down to a few dozen great ones that I had to look at because they wanted me to be one of the judges, because obviously my taste is so superb. And I know so much about potato chips. At the Super Bowl, they insisted that I come there and sit with the Doritos people at their private little booth up on top. And I really had more important things to do. But I went there, and I met the people who submitted the 5 entries, and I met the person who won, and so forth. And that's probably the dullest story I have ever told. And why did you ask me about that?
Because the Super Bowl is not something one would ordinarily associate with Stan Lee.
No, I'm associated with everything. Last year they asked me to go to San Francisco, where the San Francisco Giants, or whatever the name of the team is, the baseball team, they wanted me to be there for some reason. So I went there, and they had me go out in the field and talk to their star pitcher, and they televised it all, and I still have no idea why I was invited. They paid me for it, so I went to the restaurant. So that's my big sport in life. Oh, and at POW Entertainment, that's my company, we're working on something called, I forgot what it is, I think the Defenders, something like that, and it has to do with hockey. We made a deal with the Hockey League. I hope you're all big hockey fans. And we're going to be, in the next year or two, you'll be hearing a lot about this. We made up a special superhero for each team. There are like 1 million teams. It was a big job. And you'll be hearing about it. I'm not supposed to talk about that in advance. You want that, you strike that from your memory.
And you ran into Todd McFarlane at the Super Bowl? Was that planned? Or was
I run into Todd McFarlane all over. Wherever you go, there's Todd McFarlane. I bet he's here and nobody knows it. But I did. He's a great guy. I'm glad I taught him how to write and draw.